Football season is here again. So exciting. Whoops. Hey! How are you? It's Friday. We're just going to get into news from the iPad. Yeah, and disregard whatever we saw just a minute ago. Owen Wilson to star in Disney's Haunted Mansion. Yeah, they're going to do another Haunted Mansion movie. They did one a few years back with Eddie Murphy. This is going to be a new one. I think it's going to be a little bit on the creepier side, although the original one with Eddie Murphy was actually a pretty good movie. I do like that one. Also in news from the iPad, Rob Zombie reacts to Shang-Chi's breaking Halloween's box office record. Halloween, the movie, the one that Rob Zombie produced and directed. Yeah, this is what he had to say about it. Take it easy, Rob. Wow. Continuing on with news from the iPad, strange repeating radio signal near the center of the Milky Way has scientists baffled. Let's take a listen. Wow. All right, everybody, it is Friday. Yeah, man, let's have a great Friday. We've got Insta Live, Insta Trivia at 1 o'clock. That's always a blast. Tons of fun there. And who knows, maybe we've got some surprises along the way, always building and changing and evolving how we do things. So that should be really cool. Look forward to that at 1 o'clock live right here and on Instagram. That'll be cool. Okay, so we've been talking about what all week hygiene and taking care of those masks for sure, because that is super important. Remember, if you're wearing a cloth mask, you need to be throwing it in the washer every single night if you can, or washing it by hand with some soft detergent, or if you need some hints or help on how to do that, ask a staff, Google it. There's tons of ways to do that, but you should not be wearing your mask the same mask more than twice a week. Stop it. Any of you out there that are doing that, stop it right now. Okay, so hope you all learned some cool stuff this week regarding all that. Now it's Friday, so we got to get into what? We got to get into some movies is what we got to get into. And this week's movie is a great one. This week's movie is City Slickers. Yeah, 1991 City Slickers starring Billy Crystal and a few other good folks. Actually, one that you'll know from Home Alone. Yes, Daniel Stern. He's one of the bad guys in Home Alone. He's in this as well. And this is a really fun, very family-friendly, PG-13 movie where some city dudes decide to go on a dude's vacation to a dude ranch where they go and ride horses and go get some cattle and move the cattle, and comedy ensues and craziness ensues. It's a lot of fun, a lot of good jokes, a lot of good humor in here, good athletic comedy where there's people falling and funny things happening, and then a good story along the way, because that's always important to me, where these guys kind of experience different sides of themselves and have to learn about their own relationships and their personal relationships and their inner strength and all that kind of stuff. And it's just a ton of fun the whole way through. This is City Slickers from 1991. City Slickers can be found on Amazon Prime right now, so if you've got that, you're good to go. Otherwise, it's about a $2.99 to $1.99 rental everywhere else. So check it out. It's a really good, really fun, very funny movie. And because it's the weekend, you guys might be interested in doing some gaming. So here is Gary with some free games that you can check out this weekend.
Our next free game from the Epic Game Store is called Sheltered. Sheltered is an emotional, post-apocalyptic, the mask, family management game. Resource management game, family management game. What it is you and 4 family members are sheltered in like a bunker underneath the ground. And on the screen, you'll see levels of your bunker. Your job is to manage your family members. You're managing them emotionally, you're managing food supplies, and you're managing their safety. You go out onto the surface, you'll run into like mutants, you'll run into army people, you'll have to get into fights with them. It turns into like an RPG at that point. multi-dimensional post-apocalyptic management game. It's called Sheltered and it's free on the Epic Game Store for this next week. Get it! You won't be sorry.
Very nice, very nice. There you go. If you're into the gaming, there you go. Some great free games. Now let's jump right on into the National Day of.
Good morning, everybody. Here we are, Friday. Yes, and the weekend. I say it all week long. I love these 4-day weeks. I know you do too. But today is Friday. It is September the 10th, and today's National Day. We eat them all. There's not one of you out there that can tell me you've never eaten one, because you'd be a liar, liar, pants on fire. I just know it. It is National TV Dinner Day. Oh, the TV dinner. You know, they're a frozen prepared meal now, but back in the day when I was younger, it was a TV tray. And it was in a metal thing and it had 3 compartments where you had your a little bit of veggies, a little bit of potatoes or something, and then whatever your meat was. And then they progressed up and they had a 4th, a little box right in the middle. It was like a little dessert of some sort. And they were metal because there weren't microwaves. I'm older, remember? So they had to go in the oven still. But the thing was, they were easy. It was all right there, and people were just getting TVs in their houses back when they did these, and everybody, there was a thing to have a TV tray, and everybody sat on the couch with their TV tray and their TV dinner. And moms that started to go back out into the workforce back in the 50s, it was easy for them. They could come home and throw in a Swanson's TV dinner, and everybody was happy. Everybody kind of got what they wanted, and she just relaxed, and she didn't have to cook dinner. It was convenient. Now look at the TV dinners. There are so many out there, and they're, like I said, they're a prepared meal now, from your lean cuisine to your Stouffer's to your even, the pie place. What is it? Marie Callender's. That's it. Some of those things you really got to pay attention to the back of them. Lots of sodium and lots of fat, but some of them are pretty yummy. So that's what today is. I would suspect maybe some of you are having one for lunch today. So have a great day and a great weekend on National TV Dinner Day.
TV dinner day. I have not had a TV dinner in I don't know how long. It's been a really long time. It was not a staple when I was young. It wasn't regular because they were actually kind of pricey when I was young, but it was cheaper than a normal meal. So if you wanted to say, what did you have for dinner last night? Well, I had a big steak and some other stuff, and TV dinner, I'm not totally sure it was actually steak back in when I was young. May not have actually been steak. You know, they say Salisbury steak. I'm not sure that there was any Salisbury and or steak in it. It's just a big pile of mush. But there are other cool TV dinners out there these days, so if you like that kind of thing, go enjoy. There's some good stuff out there. Enjoy that. Now let's go back in the past with Zach.
Hey everybody. It's been a great week. I hope you guys have had a great week. I know I have. Been sitting in here with Ray making some videos and having some fun. That's all I did all week. I hung out with Ray all week. If you guys haven't seen me, that's where I was, okay? But hey guys, it is the weekend coming up, and I know we all want to get out of here and go have some fun. But before that, let's go back in the past with Zach. So today, September 10th, Friday, September 10th, on this day, the Canadian Declaration of War on Germany. The Canadians declare war on Germany. Now, remember, the Canadians were still part of they were still kind of part of the British Empire in a way. And if they weren't, they were still, very, very much close to the Brits. And so in 1939 makes sense for them to declare war because the British had already done so as well. Also, too, we have in 1942, the British Army carries out amphibious landing on Madagascar. What they're trying to do is relaunch Allied offensive operations in the Madagascar campaign. And so, it was only the British campaign they wanted to capture the Vichy French controlled island of Madagascar. And so the main reason was they wanted to deny the Japanese the ports that went into Madagascar. So that's the main reason that this thing happened. Now remember, if you don't understand, the Vichy French, they had basically sided to fight with the Axis powers. The French had been divided during when they capitulated, when they surrendered basically, and you had the southern France was Vichy France, and you had the northern part, which was occupied by the Germans, Paris, whatnot, and the Vichy France basically were, allowed to be because they supported Germany. So kind of a sticky situation, unfortunately. Even though the French were our allies, the Allied forces in the beginning of the war did have to destroy the French Navy. They did have to, unfortunately, fight French on these landings, and therefore, when you're fighting in a war, people are going to die. And but in the end, things changed and things worked out. But with that, you guys, go have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Can't wait to see you next week. Bye now. Oh, and by the way, this is the same shirt I wore yesterday.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that. All right, guys, it is Friday. What do we got to do? What do we got to do? We got to go have some fun. We got to go join some Zooms. We got to have some lunch, and then we got to go to Insta Live, Insta Trivia, the best game show on the planet somewhere. But beyond that, we're going to have a great Friday. So for the morning routine, we'll see you next week on Monday. Take care, everybody.